Sonia Thompson, and this is Delight Me. A big part of why customers will choose to come back to your business again and again is due to how you make them feel. And when you're able to consistently delight your customers by making them feel good, you increase the likelihood of having lasting success in your business. I recently sat down with my Pilates instructor, Timaree Shmit. She kicks my butt week after week in class, and yet I still happily take my butt down there for another dose of whatever it is that she's going to be dishing out every week. Why would I do this? Because it makes me feel good. In fact, after every class, I feel ready to walk the runway, and in my mind, I am. But I'm not the only one who enjoys class so much. Each week the classes are packed with people who are eager to get whatever it is that Timaree has to offer. So I thought it'd be great to sit down with her to find out just how she manages to consistently delight us week after week.
Start out holding your plank, make sure you're soft between your shoulder blades. We're going to stay nice and centered in the front, and we're going to shift the weight upward, keeping the feet on the ball, raising the butt up, exhale, inhale, back down your plank. I am Dr. Timaree Shmit. So when I'm planning the class, I use a lot that I was taught. My master's degree is in education, so I use a lot of the curriculum development stuff that I was taught about, thinking about your overall goal for, long term, and thinking about the individual objectives that you would have for a lesson. When I teach a fitness class, I don't know who's going to show up a lot of times, and so I have to plan for all types of people, and so I have to have a lesson that includes a diversity of abilities and lots of options for people. So my focus is very much in just making it accessible for any single person who would walk in. Like, I have some clients who are missing limbs, and I have to have ways to make it work for them. And then when I'm actually teaching, just making sure that I'm aware of what's happening and engaging with people, correcting form, cueing safety things, giving affirmation that they're doing things correctly, etc. Just being the extrinsic motivation that'll get them through the hour. I want everybody to feel successful at the end, ultimately. That was worth their time, that was worth their trouble, that by putting in their effort, they feel better than if they had not put in effort. And, I think that if you get that, then they'll want to come back later. I don't necessarily, I can't guarantee that everyone will like it, and some people will hate it, but they'll be like, I will come back because I have results that are going to bring me back. It's so much more manageable for me to be a planner. That's just my deal. So to have lesson plans ready to go and have music ready to go and all those sort of things, that is beneficial to me. Pleased also with the result for my students, because that way somebody who comes every week, they get a breadth of experience, and it's not just the same thing all the time, and they're more likely to come for a long term. And I get to see that progression in people. I get to see them come in and they're like, and then after a few weeks they're like, and then after a while they're doing crazy stuff, and they're like, whoa! Every day there's got to be something that you get out of it. I think what is really easy is once you start getting your flow and you start figuring out how to put it together faster and to make it just automated. It's very easy to then stop paying attention and stop learning and stop getting better once you've mastered it enough that you can get away with that. I would just advise everybody to just stay aware of what is going on both in your industry overall and what the possibilities are for you personally, and to just continue to learn from the experiences of you never necessarily worked with this particular client before, even if you think you know what they're gonna be like. And people can always surprise you, and there's always still stuff that everybody can get better at. So just being open to that possibility.
Consistently making your customers feel good is rarely something that just happens. It requires a clear vision for the experience that you want them to have, followed by taking the necessary steps to ensure that vision is carried out with each and every customer encounter. What's your plan to ensure you consistently delight customers in your business?